How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of Arizona-based hopeful good haziness in the form of Tombstone Brewing. This makes my brain hurt reading it, and I kind of like it. It says, all purses will be checks to every person. I'm sure there's some kind of meaning to this, whether it be like pop culture stuff, a movie, a song. I don't know. I don't know what that means, and it hurts my brain to say it. All purses will be checks to every person. And you say, all purses will be checked. Will be checks to every person? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and I kind of like it. On the side here, it says, this hazy, juicy IPA features the finest El Dorado, Citra, and Amarillo hops with a name inspired by the government sign that always elicits a laugh every time we pass into Mexico through a particular port of entry. There's our answer. It's an intensely hoppy explosion of tropical and stone fruits with a unique dank and resinous quality. So it sounds like a little bit of New England, a little bit of West Coast, 7.1%. Tombstone Brew Company. Yeah, Tombstone Beer. Tough Nut Street. Fuck yeah, Tough Nut Street. Tombstone, Arizona. Tough Nut Street. Fuck yeah, dude. I want to go hang out in Tough Nut Street. My new dog Taco has tough nuts. I'm weird. I don't know. Anyway, what do we have going on? That's haze, baby. Look at that. The sun's coming through, getting it all light struck and shit. Makes it look pretty, though. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That is new school haze. That is, you know, it's OJ. It's not butternut squash soup. It's definitely not turkey gravy. But, I mean, that looks like carbonated OJ all the way. Half a pinky finger. Kind of super soapy top to it. Super tight compact bubbles. Creaminess, kind of weird kind of donut ring around the top that you guys can't see. But yeah, look at that. OJ, baby. See if we can get our nose on this sucker. Yeah, I mean, it smells... I smell cucumber. I don't know, it's weird. It's dank. It's dank, but in a weedy dank way, and it's a green dank way. And it's not so much, you know me about my whole fucking lawnmower analogy thing that I always go, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. This smells like someone had a weed field, decided not to take care of it anymore, and a bunch of, like, weeds that suck that you want to pull out of your garden grew, and grass grew, and then you mowed it. It has, like, all that stuff going on. Not super dank, but more just, like, gives you those ideas of, like, tomato stalky and basil and dank weed. And there's a fruit portion underneath. It's a tropical, like, melon, overripe melon mango thing with a bit of citrus going on, but really that green grassy dankiness kind of is the leader in the clubhouse. Not overly sweet, but I think it's going to be sweet with a little bit of dryness going on. Let's dive in and find out. Cheers. Yeah. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Except it definitely gets resinous in the taste. So you definitely get this big pop of sweetness up front. Not huge, but big enough to where it's like, okay, it's there, followed by immediate dryness. I really do dig that. That fruited portion of the show, where it's like kind of like a little bit of melon, a little bit of kind of mango, a little bit of citrus is definitely there, but it's definitely trumped by that sweet, dry thing, and then that kind of danky portion of the show. Initial feel you're going to get is that green grassiness, and while that kind of flows through the whole beer, it definitely jumps up with this piney kind of dankiness, this resinous dankiness that really kind of takes over. Kind of surprises you. Definitely not heating on it. Definitely finishes dry. What did I eat today? I did a couple beer reviews today, and everything comes off kind of dry. Maybe I ate something weird. I didn't really. I drank Saisons all day. What am I saying? Not all day. 2 reviews I did before this. Yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. It definitely is kind of like an old school beer. Definitely has New England kind of vibes when it comes to that kind of fruited portion of the show that is like third level, but mouthfeel, creaminess, fluffiness, all that stuff. Definitely New England style, but definitely has that West Coast leaning kind of dankiness. A little bit more kind of green grassiness in the nose, comes along a bit dankier in the actual taste. I like this. I think it's fun. Yeah, it's good beer. Yeah, it doesn't come off as a 7.1% beer. Drink slower than that, but I'm not angry at it going, oh my god, it should be 5%. This is what I expect a 7.1% beer to drink like. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. There's weird. I had a thought in my head about like a minute ago that I wanted to talk about, and it's totally like gone, and I'm kind of pissed because I think it was a good point to bring up. So I don't know what to say now. Kind of pissed at myself. Ooh, there's a fox over there. I saw a fox run by. That's crazy. Yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. It's definitely West Coast leaning with huge East Coast influences. And it's really well done, really solid, hazy IPA. I mean, sure, bitterness is leading the way. Bitterness is what it's hanging its hat on. So that's not a lot of what today's Haze boys like. Haze bros kind of juice bomb kind of bits and piece people kind of get down with when it comes to these kind of beers. But it works for me. Yeah. What else to say about it on here? Tropical stone fruits, unique, dank, and resinous quality. Makes sense to me. I dig it. I think it's fun. Thank you very much, Frank. Very cool beer. So let's talk about it. Is this one of the better New England style hazies that I've had as of late? It's absolutely in the conversation. It's not Mount Rushmore status. The ones that actually lean in that kind of fruitier direction kind of just do it for me personally a little bit better, but I would definitely never turn one of these down. Pretty good stuff. Value and availability, no idea. Maybe somebody could chime in what's what. I don't see a date in the can for those people keeping score at home. Bonus points again for the name. The can's all right. It reminds me of like a Sony Ericsson remote from like the 80s. I actually, in the unboxing, I couldn't figure it out, but now it's kind of dawned on me. It's like we had the Sony Ericsson like CRT TV in the late 80s, and that's exactly the remote. Like it had like a gray bottom, a dark, lighter gray top, and then it had this kind of green-red color pattern at the bottom. So whoever had this, you had a Sony Ericsson. So congrats. Brewery only, I assume. Maybe not. And leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like West Coast, you like East Coast, you wish they had a baby, that's where this one lands. So if you're not afraid of a bit of bitterness and you New England style IPAs, and this one's just really not going to do you any foul. And it might do you a whole bit of proper. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. You want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little easy beer right now. Arizona. For those that don't know. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.